So
Could be any number of things. He gets router issues and shit.
yeah, it could be. It could be. So we'll hope that Brian joins us soon. But welcome to Braunhaven. We are picking up after taking off 2 weeks. Um, I was sick. So was it 2 weeks or just 1 week?
Sick one
It was
week, and
2 weeks.
then
That's right.
we opted out
Right.
because of
Because Brian was gonna be gone.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, Brian was gone, and I ended up catching pneumonia while on vacation, and so here I am. See, all I have to do is say pneumonia, and it makes me cough. But I am getting better. But where we left off, these guys had they have made it to the, in air quotes, extra dimensional space that Tacidantilus has been imprisoned in supposedly all this time, or um, they haven't confirmed that he's actually here. But the people here don't really like him because evidently, in order to form this space, he created a demiplane by literally ripping part of the Fey realm away. And when he ripped that part away from the Fey realm, not only the landscape came with it, but everybody who was living there came with it. And now they are trapped here. And so they after shortly after arriving, they found the a small elven well, it's mixed, really, not completely elven, but there are humans, half elves, and elves that live there. A little town called Alfenheim, and Alfenheim has been had problems being plagued by what they have described as intelligent phase spiders. And these phase spiders, um, these guys have decided to help them. They've learned that these phase spiders are actually spellcasters. And so they are in the central passage of the phase spiders' lair. And of course, these phase spiders, when they take people, they have hoarded all their loot. So that's probably the biggest draw. Yeah, money talks. So that's the biggest draw. But before we get started, we'd like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. And today we'd like to bring attention to a Kickstarter that's going on. So back when I was a kid, uh, there was this fantastic toy. There was a science fiction TV show called Space 1999, and there was this fantastic toy called made by Mattel called the Eagle Transporter, and it was the ship from that show. It's the Eagle Transporter. You can find it all over Google. Um, Iconic spaceship, and this thing was the Mattel was huge. It was nearly 3 feet long. It came with three action figures actually, and it was to this day still my favorite toy. Well, Zika Games and was it Great Leap? Yeah, Zika Toys and Giant Leap Toys are working in partnership on a Kickstarter to bring the Eagle 1976 to your hands. And this thing is the initial run or the primary run is screen accurate. So unlike the Mattel version had red thrusters and a black tinted cockpit top over the command module. This one is more screen accurate. It is bigger, at nearly 4 feet long, and it comes with two figures. And it is much more highly detailed. So this is a much more collector's edition. In addition to the figures, it also comes the Eagle has a working winch. It has 4 stun guns, 2 laser rifles, and 2 APL rifles. And this thing's just amazing to look at. Um, and the price is actually pretty good. I mean, you're talking about sub $350 for a collector item like this. They do have a stretch goal where they are supplying additional figures for it. So can't remember if it's 2 or 4, but there are additionals. and you have your choice of either the primary one that is screen accurate or getting one that is more accurately detailed to the original Mattel model with the red thrusters and tinted cockpit. The command module comes off, and the thrusters come off to form as another ship that was seen in the show as well, the Eagle probe. And so, I mean, pretty good bang for your buck if you are a Space 1999 fan or just want the nostalgia of having a toy that you had when you were a child. So go check out their Kickstarter. It is running now, and go get yourself an Eagle transporter. We also have a merch store via Zazzle. We've got T-shirts and buttons and hoodies with prints of the characters from today's game on them. We've got a blanket that is a map of the Glossian Empire. We've got updated maps in posters and beer mug, a beer stein, and a whiskey rocks glass. And 100% of the proceeds from that store goes directly back into the channel. Helps pay for things like the Incarnate Pro subscription that we use to make maps. It helps to pay for the Roll20 Pro subscription. Pretty much recently, it helped pay for the Wondershare subscription in order to bring the videos to YouTube. So yeah, if you want to help pay for or help us pay for all these little things that seem to add up rather quickly at the end of each month, go grab yourself a whiskey rocks glass, and we appreciate everything you do for us. Work is moving forward on Stagina, the Land of Ice and Plunder, the next book in the Braunhaven series. It's going to have new gods, a new race class, or pretty much, yeah, it's a modification of the Gargantua class from Carcass Crawler, but it is geared more towards the Braunhaven campaign setting. There's going to be a couple of new monsters in there and all sorts of stuff. So right now I am detailing kind of the main towns along the Eastern Tradeway from the Skullis Mountains to the capital city of Olafsfeller. And I'm not going to detail every single town in the city. That would be insane. But I mean, we'd end up having a massive book. Not that I haven't done massive books before, but I almost feel like I almost overdid it with Tassadantulus' Tantalizing Tower. There's so much stuff in that book. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff in that book. I don't think that Stagina needs to be quite that big. I am also going to include probably an appendix on magic runes of the giants, and so these runes, a weapon could have up to 3 of these runes on it, and they will each rune will give a particular magical effect, one-time magical effect. And so like one rune might make the weapon a flaming weapon, dealing fire damage and things similar to like a flaming longsword. Or one item might be an icy effect, or lightning, or whatever, or haste. There's going to be a number of runes, and they're a one-time effect that'll last so many turns, and that will be included in there as well. Possibly some giant rituals and giant magic in general. So yeah, that is coming. There will be an adventure in there as well. That will be the next chapter in the Braunhaven campaign. Getting Donnerschlag, the Hammer of the Gods. So look for that. I don't have an ETA on it. I kind of feel like I still feel like I'm pretty early into it. I've got like some of the basics of the adventure and dungeon kind of fleshed out, but beyond that, I'm still It's still percolating in my brain. So that's
Are
coming.
you gonna have a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff in?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean that's their book, Hammer of the Gods.
Right.
Was there? Yeah, was the Led Zeppelin saga story?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and probably somebody's watching right now, going, "Who the fuck is Led
Oh,
Zeppelin?"
fucking,
And, yeah, but it's okay,
fucking
you
Zoomers.
know. Well,
And
all
their
right.
goddamn Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that John Denver song, which is weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah.
On a funny note, is there was this uh groupie in Little Rock. She's world famous, man. I mean, she has gone and done the dirty with so many stars.
As groupies too.
Well, I mean, even I think it was like 38 Special. You know, they even give her a shout out. Little Rock, yeah, sweet Connie. Anyway, that's where it's like we're an American band. We're coming to your town.
Mm.
That's they give Connie a shout out there. But anyway, she said that John Denver had the biggest slong out of all of them.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, when I was at high
that
school, it
led
was
away for when it was candy. So
yeah.
that
She had a
happened.
big sample. I mean, man, when we were in high school, we would go down by the river where there was volleyball nets and stuff, and she would be showing us her titties.
The whole.
You know, I mean, all of us as we were going, just she'd be on her little skates, and
Yeah,
then
there were girls like that when I was in high school.
yeah, but she was
God
like
bless them.
old. I mean, we still looked, but we knew it was old. They were really old. We're like, oh, those are,
Those are
that's,
old
that's
titties.
like your grandma's titties.
Oh,
Wow.
there's Brian.
Yeah,
What is Brian saying?
he's talking
Yep,
about
his
titties,
alarm. He says he's coming.
breathing
No one tell
heavy.
him about John Denver. He needs to be punished.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
he
He
missed
won't.
out on the John Denver conversation.
Well, I was going to
But
say, the music from that era. I mean, the early '70s through the early '80s, music was really fucking weird. I mean,
yeah,
along about
David Bowie.
'79, the rock was good, but the rock was that it was changing and it was new, but it was really good. But the majority of the music, this whole folk art thing, what the fuck? Like John Denver, Chris Christopherson, you know, the Mamas and the Papas got into it. It's like, what the fuck is this music? It's like so weird.
Yeah, they say the mamas and the papas were all doing the dirty with each other.
I don't doubt it at
But
all. I mean, there was a
yeah,
lot of LSD and shrooms going around. Um, no, I believe that.
yeah, they were all doing the dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and
were
then
doing commune shit too. And I met this lady in Portland that was like all into polyamory and stuff.
uh, it,
And yeah, and
that's
she's
pretty
like,
standard.
I just wonder how our kids will think about the stuff that we did. And I'm like, everybody, like a ton of people did that in the '60s, and none of them repeated it really.
Yeah, nobody
It seemed
thinks
like
anything
they
of it.
voted to. Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't say that worked out super great. I'm gonna copy that, but I mean, she
right,
thought it was like a mystery or something, or she was the first one to think of it. I don't know.
right. Yeah, like it's fucking new, right?
Yeah, he also was against soap, so
Well,
a lot of radical thinking.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the music, and then along with that, they didn't even have like regular pop. Instead, disco took over. It's like, what? How the fuck did that
Yeah,
happen?
that was
Yeah,
weird.
I like some disco. Oh man, I love to watch people that are on a whole bunch of cocaine out there dancing.
Right?
I,
Yes.
I think it's amazing. I mean, I don't want to go back and live that era or nothing. I followed the Grateful Dead, so you know, maybe maybe I had a little hippie side going on. It was just really fun. I mean, you're fresh out of high school, and there's this thing that travels America 6 months out of the year, where everybody's
cool.
just getting naked and getting fucked up. That sounded like a great thing to do.
Right? Yeah.
To, a 19-year-old kid just smiling at the free world. That was great. As a guy over 50, I wouldn't do that.
Yes. Who has that kind of energy?
Yeah, I don't want to sit on a rock or
Well,
nothing,
and
man.
you know,
I
I
mean,
was, I was thinking about this. Kids today don't have any idea how easy they've got it, especially the guys. Back when I was a kid, you had to fucking work for things, right? And I'm not saying, we knew that the payout for the work was most certainly worth it. But I mean, today, you've got like what the Mormon girls in high school and colleges guide to relationships, chapter 1. Anal and oral don't count.
what?
Like we had to work for it. It's
Yeah.
like if you wanted to do either of those things, like wow, you really had to you had to be convincing. And now it's like, we all
But
do it.
if you look at the statistics, like less people are doing it than ever. So I think they're all just on their computers,
Well,
I
yes,
guess.
that
Talking
is the
about
one
it.
It's just
downside.
like
That's the one
the
downside that
information's everywhere, but no one's going on dates.
that's
Man,
the
I mean,
downside today is that
you
the kids have to realize that 3 out of 4 kids are all autistic. So trying to
well
get to that point, yeah,
in
they'll
our
do
day,
it if you can talk to them.
you had to figure out what the girl's phone number was by some kind of way. Sometimes the school that you were in would have a phone directory that have everybody's number in it.
Yes,
But then when you call the girl to ask her out, there's a good chance that mom or dad answer the phone and want to talk to you. So I mean,
right.
they did like gatekeeping the dating was hard. A guy had to learn how to talk respectfully,
Yes,
or he couldn't get to the girl on the phone.
yeah. There was
You
this
know?
there was this maze that you had to go through in
Oh my
order to.
god.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. And, I'm kind of a wild child, so I really had to work hard to let dad's guard down so they'd let me take their daughter out.
right. Yeah.
It was not a wise decision because I was a very bad
Well,
influence.
sometimes though, if the dad hated you, that actually worked in your favor because then she wanted to go out with you just to spite him.
Oh no, I got sent to military school where they taught me the well-educated talk and walk. I could bullshit my way up in there with your. You would let me stay at home alone with your daughter. You'd think I was a great straight kid. You would know that I'm like, hey man, this is the dead milkman and this is acid. Check it out. And and so yeah. Yeah, oh that West kid is a fine young man. I've heard dad say it before, and I'm like, oh man, I'm good. Yeah,
I'm a master bullshitter. Are you with us, Brian?
yeah.
I'm here.
Hell
Excellent.
yeah, Brian.
All
Sorry,
right.
You're
guys.
We've
So,
already done the lead-in
I've had
bullshit
a
at home.
shift in my work schedule, and I did a whole lot of messing with alarms.
see, I
That
told you.
included the one.
I was saying, I feel bad for you because it seems like you are always on the go. You're always working. Sometimes you're working late. Your schedule changes. Then on top of that, you have family stuff going on. Like you are always hitting the ground running.
Yep.
It wears me out just thinking about it. So for Brian's sake, so these guys are in the Phase Spider Lair, and they are in the extra dimensional space that Tassadentalus created. He created this. It's actually a demi-plane, and he tore a chunk off of the Fey Realm plane, and of course with that came all the people and the things, and the general consensus is that he's not very well liked here, because they want to go home. But they're stuck here, and there are some other things that go along with that. So in the Fey Realm, elves specifically, when an elf dies in the Fey Realm, they are reincarnated in the Fey Realm. But elves, all elven races enjoy, except for the Hephaestans, all elven races enjoy immortality, more or less, in the Fey Realm. Well, the problem is that in this demi-plane, they are reincarnating back into the demiplane. They're not going back to the Fey realm. They're reincarnating stuck here in this one chunk. Not that it's necessarily all that small, but they are prisoners as much as Tassadantos is. So that has led to some hurt feelings. But anyways, they found once they got here, they discovered a town of mixed heritage, elves and humans, that they called Alfenheim, and they were informed that that Alfenheim has been suffering from a lair of what they are describing of intelligent phase fighters, and they sometimes show up and take some of their villagers, and um, these guys have confirmed that there are a number of carcasses. And two things. The first thing is that not only are the face fighters, of course, eating them, but they're taking all their stuff. So somewhere in here is a pile of stuff. They're also turning them into zombies, and they are quite unpleasant. Several of them are spider-like. They just kind of attach additional limbs, you know. And like I said, they're spellcasters. So, yeah. So that's where you guys are at. You're in the central hall. The central hall, or central passage, is a wide, dark passage. There's a narrow stream that runs through the middle of it, and there's thick webbing all over the place. To the south, there is a what looks to be a stone bridge, not like a constructed bridge, but like a arch that formed naturally that the stream kind of flows under. And I mean, to the extent of your torchlight or your dark vision, you can see that this bridge seems like it is, it's crumbling, but it looks stable. And then, of course, these guys were going, if I remember correctly, they were going to be heading to the north when we last played. So that's up to you guys. You can make your decision on where you'd like to go from here.
Man, I mean, since we've got, really, I mean, Malachi and Borman are both kind of injured a little bit. Borman is down 9.
You can slap some heals.
Malachi is down 12.
Okay, let's heal both of them. One.
Yeah, I kind of slapped you around a bit.
Yeah. I'm really more worried about Malachi. He's down 12, and he doesn't have a lot to begin with. So, I mean, he's at 22 now. I mean, yeah, so now I'm down 10, right?
Okay. Well, those are like 2 heals to go to whoever wants them.
Okay. Well, I will put
And then I probably have to do one
2,
more since one of those
8.
rolls is shitty.
Yeah, I'm gonna put both of those on Malachi, so he's got 30 hit points. He could survive a hit now.
Come on. Oh, man.
And how much was that?
2 and 5 to 7.
7, and Borman is only down 2 now, so he's okay. He's at 40 hit points. So thank
Okay,
you.
all my characters are okay. So we can head out whatever direction.
Okay, so which
Yeah.
direction do you guys want to go? North, there's a passage that leads to the west, and then, of course, the passage down with the bridge to the south.
Well, I believe that the general rule is that we always go to the left, and so that would mean we headed north.
Okay.
I think you're right.
All right.
Yeah.
You can move your exploration movement rate.
We're going to be burning the webs as we come through here looking for traps and stuff.
Okay.
So Foreman should have found traps if there was some.
You do not find any traps.
Heading on north to take a look on things.
Okay. And you can move your exploration movement rate again.
Again, I'm coming forward and burning webs and shit and looking for traps. I should have found traps.
You do not find any traps, but this room. So there is a waterfall here that is cascading out of a crack in the wall, and it has flowed into this shallow pool that then turns into this stream that travels to the south. The pool doesn't look exceptionally deep. The middle of it looks like it could be about as much as 5 feet deep. So halflings and gnomes probably don't want to jump in there. There are thick webs all over the place. And in these webs, you see that there are a number of cocooned corpses.
Well, they came alive last time.
Yes, they did.
Maybe we ought to burn all the corpses and
Or
cocoons up.
stab them as we go by.
Yeah,
To see what
stab them
one
up.
comes to life.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d8 for fire, or excuse me, hold on. Roll 1d6 for fire damage.
How about 5?
Okay. That definitely gets the attention. Let's see here.
Putting shit out there.
So yes, you light these webs on fire, and these cocoons kind of crumble and fall apart, and 7 of these zombies come out. Where is that? Sure. For Brian, here are your typical phase spider zombies.
Well, that's not scary at all. Not even a little bit. That's not terrifying in the slightest bit.
I'm fine. So, everybody can roll initiative. Oh.
But I don't want to fight.
Zombies always fail initiative.
That's good.
We are still under the effects of the haste.
I believe you are, yes. Well, hold on. Let me take a look at haste. I believe that's correct. Let's see. It lasts 3 turns, which puts you. This is the last turn for the haste, so yes, you are still under the effects of the haste. Everybody gets 2 attacks.
You can only cast one spell, though.
Yeah, you can only cast one spell. Magical devices like wands and staves, they're not doubled. But you get 2 attacks per round, and your movement is doubled automatically. All right, Borman. You see these zombies kind of tumble out of these cocoons. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'm just going to step right over here to the first guy and begin the process of swinging.
Okay.
An 18 probably
That
hits
is
that.
going to hit.
All right. 5 points of damage.
Okay. So you come over and just cut down the zombie. Cut down in
Going
his
to the
prime.
next one and going to swing on him with my second attack. 11.
Mm.
I believe I'm.
That hits.
All right.
Your attack goes 17, right?
I think I'm 14 now
Then
with
definitely hits.
16. I'm a 6th level fighter.
So you did another 5. This one is cut down. In his
All right.
prime. If you've got movement left, you can certainly move. Or you can stay where you're at.
I'm gonna. Well, I get double movement
Yes.
do my thing, so I'm just gonna come right over here and position myself as a frontline guy, and
Okay.
that'll end my turn.
Okay. Alora, what would you like to do?
How tall is this doing in here?
It is. These spiders are pretty big. Let's see here.
I'm Thaco 17.
Okay. It's like 10 feet tall.
Okay, so there's room for me to get on the broom and get like high up in the puddle thing over it, so it's kind of harder for the zombies to grab me, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, that probably takes up one turn, I'd imagine.
That would be one
then-
move. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna attack. I don't know if I get 2, 1, 2, 4.
yeah, you would get 2.
Because, okay, cool. Alright, I'll use the throwing dagger.
That hits. You hitting this lead guy here?
Yeah.
Okay. And the dagger goes right through this guy's chest, and you can make a second attack.
Sorry, my dice roll is so wonky.
So the second attack misses, but the dagger goes through this zombie's chest, comes out of its back. The second attack was to see if you hit this guy, and it misses him and flips around back into Alora's hand. You can continue. You can move somewhere else if you'd like.
I'm just getting high up as I can.
Okay, so you're up towards the top of the 10-foot ceiling. What would Peppermint like to do?
I get twice as much movement, or is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, you get double your move.
Okay, I can go over here and attack him.
And 11. What is her Thaco?
17.
Yeah, that hits. And Peppermint cuts this guy down. Yeah, she swings that two-handed sword. It's a two-handed sword she's using, isn't it? Or oh no, it's a battle axe. She swings her battle axe and swipes this guy in half. She has another attack. If she's got move left, she could take a 5-foot step. And...
Yeah, I think I can. Okay, I rolled the wrong dice. Sorry, right?
No,
Or no, I didn't.
That's
It just
right.
was a bad roll. Okay.
So an 8 is a miss.
That's correct.
Mavis, what would you like to do?
Hmm. I don't think I can turn from here, can I?
No, they do not have line of sight on you.
Okay. I'll use. Let me see.
Got double movement. I was able to haste the whole party, Brian.
Let me see. I moved 40 feet to get to here, and that's double my movement.
Oh well.
Yep.
They're 5-foot squares.
Yep. Yeah, but she was way in the back.
I was leaning back, yeah. Guess
Oh,
I'll use a sling because I can see this guy. They're pretty easy, thankfully.
So I'm counting that you have 2 more squares. You could move like here or here.
Oh, okay. I will take your word for it since it benefits me. Okay, I'll try and turn something. It's CD4
So roll
or
2d6.
D6.
So 9.
That's pretty good.
So up to 9 hit dice can be affected, and there are only 6 hit dice total here. So all 3 of them can be affected. So then it says, oh, wait. I'm sorry. So you rolled a 9, and what level are you?
8.
8?
Yeah.
our highest level character.
And then roll another 2d6. Six. All of the zombies explode into dusty powder. They are all kaput.
I want to inhale it.
It's like in the early 1900s and 1920s, people would use mummy dust from all the mummies that they were finding in Egypt. They would use it for all sorts of fucking things. They would mix it in their tea. They would smoke it. Fucking weirdos. Like, I never quite understood. But anyway, like, what did you think you were gonna get out of that other than a fucking disease? Oh look, I got 700-year-old syphilis. Hooray! So, being zombies, they don't have any treasure, but you've determined that this room was set up like a larder. Some of these zombies were still a little bit juicy.
Yeah. This is where they made their zombies. But that just means now that we have to turn around and go south, right?
Yeah, this is a dead end.
Do we want
Okay.
to poke around in the water and see if anything's in the bottom of that?
Sure. It wouldn't be the first time that something popped up.
Yeah.
So, searching the water, you do not find anything at the bottom of the pool.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then I guess the haste expires.
And the haste is expired. So you can move your exploration movement rate.
That's 60 feet.
And so now you have the passage, of course, to the east, or the crumbly bridge to the south.
Well,
Are we
the
looking for
past,
something particularly?
we're here to kill all the phase spiders so we can
and
be
take their
heroes.
shit that they've hoarded.
Well, but we're doing it for the right reasons this time. Is this time the treasure is totally a bonus.
This time
We're
we're being good guys.
we're
Yeah.
totally doing this to help the people in the area. It's it's we're being good guys. Yeah.
I agree. We are. We're helping. We're helping a town in need.
Yeah.
I made a tracking check to see if there's any kind of fresher tracks.
So, yeah. Hmm. Not necessarily fresher tracks, but you see more tracks leading to the south than you do to the um, or to the west. Um, you do note that the fewer tracks that you see moving to the west, you see that they almost all appear to be of a male phase spider. And you can tell that because the tracks seem to be slightly smaller.
I mean, I
I
think
share that information with the party.
yeah. I don't know how much my characters know about typical spy, but out of character, I'm betting there's a big bad queen one way down in the big thing with the treasure, and there's some little dudes in the little side cave. But our rule of stay to the left kind of makes the decision easy. We just go down and cross that bridge, right?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay,
So
you can
we're heading.
move. So you are at a you already took kind of a 10-minute break to heal, so um, you can move your exploration movement rate. It was the start of a new hour.
Is this water easy to cross?
Yeah, that stream. Uh, that stream is only 2 feet deep.
Okay, and we can just kind of jump across it with ease.
Yes.
That puts us way down in like there. Straggling behind.
Okay.
But we're moving really quiet. But I mean, we're burning webs as we go with torches.
Learned our
Okay.
lesson.
So, um,
Who's got the wand of lightning bolts?
Um,
Malachi, and which one of yours has it?
Peppermint had it, but I think she gave it back to the Lord. She didn't like almost dying at one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that motherfucker's on the if that motherfucker's far enough away, this might be something to put a lightning bolt in.
so
If
crossing over this bridge, Jackson and Borman, you can see that this pool here, the stream kind of pools under this bridge, and you can see that there is a whirlpool almost directly under the bridge that the water is draining down into, and there's a small waterfall here that kind of flows into this pool as well. But the whole pool slowly drains down in this whirlpool.
Okay, well, that don't make me no fucking difference right now when we're trying to hunt fucking phase spiders.
So this,
Yeah.
from where you're standing, you can see that this opens up into a much larger natural cavern, and it is filled with webs all over the place. It is just filled.
Ew.
And
Light
no
'em up.
sign. Yeah, we're burning all this shit here up.
Okay, you can
I
move
mean,
another exploration movement rate.
I think I don't know what Brian thinks, but I mean, I think we ought to chill in right about here and maybe go invisible.
I like invisible. I just know that if we're burning the webs as we go, invisible is only going to help so much.
Yeah. Well, I was also thinking about maybe slowing up and letting everybody kind of come along.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
And Alora's still on her broom, right?
Yeah, that's why I jumped up there. I figured I could. Not having to go all the way around.
All right, you can move your exploration movement rate again.
I think we're just going to kind of follow this wall burning, and I'm kind of wanting to get right in here and look about.
Okay.
It can
I
has
got vials of
invisible too.
oil if anyone wants some.
So Jackson is also invis.
And you can see the light, but you can't see the source of the light,
40. So
Makes the
yeah,
light look magical.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're from where you're standing. You can't even see this, but this is you see at the edge of your torchlight yet more webs as these are burning and just kind of disintegrating away from the fire. Peppermint, Mavis, Dentry, Malachi can move, as can Alora. Their exploration movement.
We're Malachi's just kind of hanging out in the back, looking about. Now, Malachi's looking through that eye though, so he can see 60 feet in the dark
Okay.
as if it's light.
So as Peppermint crosses the bridge, gives way and crumbles, dumping Mavis, Dentry, and Peppermint into the water. Let's see here.
We probably shouldn't have sent all our heavies across at the same time.
Yeah, I feel that.
Mavis, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Where did I write this down? Plus one scale mail, I think.
Are you wearing scale? Okay, so that's heavy. Dentry, you're wearing plate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's heavy. And Peppermint's in leather, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So Mavis and Dentry make a save versus paralysis.
I made it.
Oh, Mavis.
I didn't.
So Dentry is able to grab some rocks and is kind of keeping his head above water, but this whirlpool sucks Mavis down, and her feet are stuck in the whirlpool. She will drown in one round.
I am wearing the ring of water walking.
Oh, that's true.
Does that prevent me from
That
getting
does.
sucked
You
in?
are able to just kind of say, fuck all this, and step up to the top of the water, and you are fine. Peppermint.
Oh yeah, I need to roll for her, don't I? Okay.
So Peppermint needs to make a strength ability check to fight the current.
Oh wait. Oh, I do. Okay, sorry. Wrong.
It's probably under her strength anyway.
Oh yeah, it is. It is under my strength. I have
So
16.
yeah, she fights the current and is able to swim to the edge and pull herself out. She ends up like right here. Dentry's able to pull himself out, and he's right here. And Mavis is just casually standing on top of the water. At the same time that all of this happens, three patriarch phase spiders drop down.
That's the worst
Three?
kind.
Three of them? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Well, that's bullshit, but you did that. Yeah, you did.
Three
You
of
mother
them.
father.
We got help this time. We'll be okay.
Yeah, no shit. It's not near, but these are a little beefed up compared to the other ones. So, watch your back, Jack.
And they are all magic users. You can all roll initiative. Did we get it all in?
Oh,
I did.
yes.
All right, Borman, what would you like to do?
Borman's invisible.
Yes.
And so,
I would imagine Alora's probably invisible too. Well, have the
Yeah.
hood of her cloak up. And what about
Yeah.
Dentry?
Probably not actually, because he's trying to be like Tinky and shit. Like he wants
He
to
wants them
be
to
the
see
one
him.
that,
I see you.
yeah.
Okay. So invisible.
And then after all, and after all that falling in the water, kind of hard to hide his presence anyway.
That's true. That would be a big splash.
I am going to, what Borman is going to do is set up an ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to lay in wait, and if one of that fucking creepy motherfucker gets within thing, he's going to backstab anybody that steps up.
Okay. All right. Alora, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm gonna fly out a little bit, and I'm gonna eyeball if I can use the wand without killing myself. It's 40 feet away. Are too close still? I don't remember.
So yeah, I mean it's a 60-foot long bolt. So yeah, it would end at that wall.
All right, that's what we're doing then.
Yeah, it hit the wall and bounced back like what 6
Come
feet.
Like
on.
6 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean it's really
All right.
yeah.
So they get a save versus wands, which means they need a 12 or better. Ooh, that was really eyeballing that. So they are going to take half damage. Go ahead and roll 66 for damage.
Just it's one of them, right?
Yes. Jesus. So he's going to take 12. This lightning bolt fries the shit out of this phase spider, but he's still with us. But
Right.
I mean, and his save or his morale check. Let's see here. God damn, there's just not a whole lot that he can do. Dentry, what would you like to do?
Gentry is going to be all loud and obnoxious. Just be like, fucking stupid crumbling bridge. I'm gonna kill something now. Grumble, grumble, rage, rage.
Yeah,
Forward walk.
I mean, you could dash if you want to do double
Sure.
move to get yourself up into the front line.
All right. I will dash to get myself to the quote unquote front line.
Yes, or close. Yeah. Well, I mean, these are 5-foot squares, so you've got 20
Oh, right.
feet.
That was 20. Yeah, I got another 4 then. You're
20,
right.
25, 30, 35, 40. You could move up to here.
There. Haha.
There you go.
All right. Give me something to kill. I'm angry. Kill friggin' stupid crap.
What would Invisible Jackson like to do?
Visible Jackson is going to. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I like this idea. Invisible Jackson is going to stand right next to Dentry here and wait until Dentry engages, until one of those spiders gets closer, and then do some mess up its life stuff. But I am not going to rush to them. That's for damn sure.
Okay. Phase spiders. So
If it gets within my range, I will attack. But I'm not running to it.
okay. I need 30 feet. About like that. This guy. Sweet. Like that. So he casts Cloud Kill. Uh, so because it is heavier than air, this cloud sinks. It is a poisonous fog. All creatures in contact with vapor suffer 1 hit point of damage per round of contact. Creatures with less than 5 hit dice must also save versus death. So, pretty much all of you take 1 hit point of damage, and be this will be every round that you are in there and in the circle, and it will last for 6 turns. This guy. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so this phase spider. There's just not enough of these in my life. He's gonna cast 20-foot radius. I need another color. Do it like that. And he is level 9. So everybody inside the blue circle needs to make a save versus spells. And I will tell you why.
I don't wanna.
I failed both times.
Okay, so you're going to take full damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
If you're close, you do get a save. You get a bonus against spells if you're next to me.
Yeah, it's a +1, isn't it? Within 10 feet
Yeah.
of... Is it Jackson or Dentry?
5 feet, and it's both of them.
Okay. So Borman would get a bonus, and Laura would get a bonus.
Yeah, I rolled bad. So
Oh shit! I rolled bad too.
Is Aurora and Peppermint did not make it, and they were needed.
Okay, so I guess the question is, who did make it? Malachi?
Mavis.
oh,
So Mavis made it.
oh,
Is Mavis the only one that made it?
Maybe. They
maybe.
rolled really high. I think that was the highest roll out of everybody.
Oh.
But what did you hit us with?
Oh fuck!
So a fireball, a stream of fire streaks from this guy up here and explodes into a 40-foot diameter fireball.
Wow. They're stuck now.
Whoever made the save only takes 14 points of damage.
Mm.
Everybody else takes 29.
Mm. So Peppermint and Laura are both like
They're dead?
dead, I guess.
Are they down?
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Hold on.
13 and 15 hit points there.
They're dead.
Well, we will get to that in just a minute. Is anybody else down?
Why you
No.
gotta kill the whole party like that?
Yeah.
They started launching with these fucking area of effect spells, and that's that.
So is anybody else down?
Not yet.
Okay. So Peppermint, make a save versus death. Oh.
Bye,
So
Peppermint.
Peppermint is dead. Alora, make a save versus death. Shit!
Hi, Laura.
Alora is dead. Okay. This last phase spider I think you guys have a resurrection, don't you? Or a raise dead.
So far, but you're about to kill our fucking cleric, probably.
No. So
I don't even know where Mavis is.
yeah, where did Mavis?
I fell in the whirlpool, but I fell on top of it. That was the last place that I was.
Yeah, weird. Yeah.
So she wouldn't have been in the fireball range or nothing anyway.
No, she wouldn't have.
Oh, so I didn't have to make her.
Yeah,
Okay.
you didn't have to. You didn't take any damage at all.
Okay.
So
Cool.
that's good. And then Dentry, this guy down here, casts magic missile. There is no save for that. Dentry takes another 11 points of damage.
Shit.
All right. Malachi, what would you like to do with your crispy self?
Hey, I'm not on the stack either. Mavis is not on the.
That's right. Go ahead and roll initiative for Mavis. That's weird.
30.
Because you weren't on the stack, I'm going to let you re-roll that.
Fine.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. Okay, sorry.
Through the power of her god, Mavis got a 19.
That's you.
Well, that's better than a 1.
Mm.
All right. This guy here needs to save versus wands because I'm going to lightning bolt him.
This guy?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Perfect.
I was like 60, 20. Get damn. How'd you get the
23.
same roll?
He
I don't
needs to get
know,
a
but I
12
did.
or better.
What
But
the
he'll
hell?
take damage no matter what.
So he will take 11 points, which is gonna fuck him up, but he's still alive. And he fails his morale check. So he's fucked up from the lightning bolt, and he wants to get the hell out of there.
Yay, something went our way.
Right. In fact, he runs over here and climbs up the webs and crawls through a very narrow crack in the ceiling and runs away. Mavis, what would you like to do?
Need to move. Um, got, I got a flame spray. Dude.
Yeah,
It
there
seems
you
like
go.
as good time as any to keep people down.
So this guy here is really, really, really messed up. This guy is the one that hasn't been hit. Let me see.
Did anybody see which guy he said for which guy?
Yeah,
So,
the guy that's up in the corner up there he's untouched.
Yep.
I should probably use on the untouched guy and vaporize him, and that might make the other one scary in my mind. That's what I'm gonna
Sounds good to
get.
me.
I'm
Put
just
some
saying.
hate down.
I'm just saying that, in all honesty, you probably wouldn't want to waste a flame strike on this one.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
could you
I
could
agree.
blow you could use like a guiding bolt and probably kill this guy.
Oh wow. Okay. So I forget what the roll for flame strike. I'm sorry.
So you want to do a flame strike? Okay.
I'm the far guy that hasn't been touched. Can I do that, or am I too far away?
I don't think that you have line of sight because this
Oh,
wall's in
okay.
the way.
Okay. Sure. I'll do a guiding bolt on the one.
Okay. Hold on here. Let me just in preparation. So guiding bolt. Go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 1 damage. He needs to make a save versus spells. Not it. Well, it doesn't matter. He is dead. Guiding bolt slams into him in a wave of sparkly light, and he goes down. But
I regret my decision to not rush them earlier. They're all spellcasty.
yeah, fireball is no fucking joke. So with flame strike, it works like fireball. They have to make a save versus spells for half damage, but it only works in a 10-foot diameter. Okay, so Mavis blasts this other phase spider. We're back to Borman. What would you like to do?
Foreman's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet and roll that sneak attack with the axe. The hand. Oh, that's a D6. 17. I hit AC 0.
That hits. And I'll let you keep that. Well, the axe is what? 2d6 plus 2?
Plus 1.
2d6 plus 1.
Yeah. So 8 points of damage because it's doubled from the sneak.
Right. All right. So your axe slams into the central thorax, I guess, of the spider, gashing it, and flips out and comes back to Borman's hand. Dentry, what would you like to do?
I will get up to this square. 5, 10, 15. Wait, that seems way too far. 1, 5, 10, 15. That's 20 feet. Did I measure that wrong?
So 5, 10, 15. No, you're right.
Okay. I will go to there and just be like, you better pray to everything that you believe in that I don't get to you because I'm going to wreck your life.
Pull off each of its legs.
Yes.
If you don't attack, you can double move, though.
That's true. Let me do that then.
Well, I
1,
mean,
2.
you've got a throwing axe you could throw at it.
Can I hit it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I couldn't hit it. Can I?
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 25 feet. Throwing axe has a max of 30 feet, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I just have to take a -1. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. Then I will do that. Throwing axe with a minus. Where's the shit? Okay.
But with your 14 THACO, I mean, hell.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well,
that sucks.
So
He's gonna hit us with, he's gonna
so
kill
the
somebody
axe
else.
cuts through a bunch of web and comes back to Dentry's hand. Jackson, what would you like to do with your invisible self?
Jackson realizes he chose very poorly in staying far away, and he should have been all up in the thick of it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And this time he's just going to run over to here
Oh yeah, and roll a
and
20.
I sure hope so. What the?
I mean, if you roll a fucking crit, if you hit with that Vorpal on this, it's like a total Lord of the Rings moment. That's still pretty good.
It's
I
still
still
about
hit
hit
0.
though. Yeah.
That hits.
Wait a second. I keep doing my life wrong.
Me too.
I keep forgetting that I can put these in the damn thing and just make it easy for myself.
Yeah. For 8. Ooh. This guy. So Jackson comes up and just viciously cuts this guy. And it's going to stay in the fight. It is going to attempt to bite Jackson. But not with a 5. What is it? It's not go 17. It misses. Jackson deftly gets out of the way just as these fangs come down trying to bite into his juicy, juicy body. Malachi, what would you like to do?
Well, 5, 10, 15, 30, and I'm gonna shoot with my crossbow.
Okay. That is going to hit.
18 hit, yeah. So 1d6, 4 points of damage.
All right. And you put the last face spider down, which causes this cloud to dissipate. That is all of you. So first of all, I will. So first of all, we'll do this first. Well, I guess the first thing you want to do, Mavis, do you have a raised dead for Peppermint or Alora? Or
I don't
Anne?
think I have that on. I don't think I have that like saved as a spell thing. How long do we have to raise somebody though?
So with that,
Like a couple days or something.
so raised dead. Let's see here. Yep, right the first time. Go. So raised dead is a 5th level cleric spell. Has 2 uses: restore life to recently deceased human or demi-human, or 2, destroy undead. A single undead monster is destroyed if it fails its saving throw versus spells. When used to restore life, the following stipulations apply. The caster can raise a person that has been dead for no longer than 4 days per level of the caster. Well, shit. I mean, Mavis's time, so 32 days.
Ew,
Oh,
God,
wait.
they'd be so close.
No longer than 4 days per level of the caster above 7th. So, 8 days.
Get 3 weeks. Okay.
Let's see here.
So I think that we should do.
Returning from death is an ordeal. Until the subject gets 2 full weeks of bed rest, they have 1 hit point, move at half the normal rate, cannot carry heavy items, and cannot attack, cast spells, or use other class abilities. This period of weakness may not be shortened by any magical healing.
Okay.
So,
So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to loot this place real quick, and then go back to the town where we will have to chill for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they'll let us do it,
Yeah, and I
and
mean,
it'll be okay.
so at your level, you get what, 1 5th level spell?
Yeah, 1/5 level spell a day, so we'll go back and
So it'll take you 2
tomorrow
days to raise, and then
Yeah. 2 weeks
and
of
then
rest.
roughly 2 weeks or 2 weeks and a day to for them to rest up.
I
So
think now if I have a book to read over a week or something.
yeah, if
No.
you guys have got a book to read, you can spend the time doing that too.
That's what I was thinking. I'll go ahead and put out Malachi will learn a level of necromancy.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So for looting this joint, the first thing is you've got some rolls on table F. Who wants to make the first percentage roll?
I think Cameron should make all the rolls because she lost 2 characters in the combat.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me do this first.
I 100% agree with that because
But that means I'm rolling like shit today, you know what?
Hey man,
That's a good point.
it is what it is.
Da.
But you lost 2 characters, you should get all the rolls.
How many rolls do we
Alright,
get?
let's see.
Hold on, and I will tell you.
Because if it's like 19,
Yeah, we might take some of that load off her if she wanted. 19, we can't make her do all that. That's
I
like
was like, I just feel
player
bad at that
abuse
point.
right
Like,
there.
you're
Yeah.
rolling. She rolls 19, gets nothing at all time. You assholes made me roll all 19.
So 79 on the first roll is nothing. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls. So roll number 2, another percentage roll.
Hey, what the hell? I did not change it to that. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Alright,
the dice roller's having problems again.
Oh, that ought to get us
38.
something.
38 is nothing.
Yeah.
At least on that particular table. Next roll. 82. Yeah, I'm going to give you the 38 for 6,000 gold pieces.
I
Okay.
got it.
Is there crap that we need to return to the town in here too?
Well, they kind of agreed that you can have it.
Okay, they just don't want the face spiders murdering people.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. That's their major problem.
Okay.
Loot's yours, kill the spiders.
So the 82 was nothing. Next roll.
You're all right, Cameron. We don't care if you don't get any of them. You're still our friend. Don't feel bad.
There's
Yeah.
nothing on an 80. Fifth roll. 44 is nothing.
Broke ass people, man.
Sixth roll. 37 is nothing. And last roll. A 16 is something.
It's nothing.
I was like, if 16 is nothing, I quit.
Roll a d4.
We're after.
Okay. So this. There are 3 of these. There are 3 magic items, 1 potion, and 1 scroll. So we'll do the 3. Well, let's do the potions and the scroll first. So potions, roll percentage. 100.
I mean, you've already guaranteed to get something, so.
Wow. Okay.
The potion of resurrect.
No. No, but it's pretty good. Let's see here. So
Maybe this is the potion
It's
person, right? Or is that Alora?
That's, well, Mavis is going to do
Well-
it because the Lord's dead right now.
Yeah.
They both got us there on our potions.
This is one you guys have not gotten yet.
Oh, cool.
I can already see Borman is gonna love this.
Polymorph into Tiamat.
No. No, better.
Oh,
You're the Morphin and Tiamat?
well, aim big, right?
I mean,
Come a god. Potion of godliness.
Nope. Ocean of treasure
Ooh.
finding.
hey!
Hey, Foreman, you want this?
Oh, hell yeah. Potion
Take
of
it.
treasure finding. Bowman will limp over and pick that up and be
Heck
like,
yeah, man.
oh,
It's
fuck
made for
yeah.
you.
I'm so glad that I'm alive for this.
So a potion will last 1d6 plus 6 turns. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And there's a spell scroll. One scroll. Roll a d4. Okay, it will be an arcane scroll and roll percentage. Wow. 60. That is a 3rd level arcane spell. Make it easy. Probably be easier if I was in the right book. Roll a d12. 3. You find a scroll of fireball.
Okay.
Ha! Ha!
Too
Ha!
soon.
Ha!
Does that go to Malachi? The
If
magic
you want
user?
it, it's yours.
Yeah.
So scroll
Okay.
of fireball means that this scroll will deal 5d6 damage.
It's pretty great.
Always smell cinnamon in your vicinity.
Right. Well, I have the option of doing fireball. I mean, we got it in a spell book that I more than likely will be able to transfer. But that haste, man, that haste is the fucking shit.
Yeah, it was really good.
It makes the whole party fucking fast, and so
No,
it's hard
haste
for
was
me.
awesome.
Yeah, hard for me not to fucking use my 3rd level arcane thing for that.
So there are 3 magic items. For the first one, roll a d4.
Cameron's wrist is going to be all out of
3.
whack.
And roll
I have this
percentage.
kind of mouth,
Oh,
so
hell
I don't
yeah.
have to do anything.
Oh,
Sorry, I
hell
roll
yeah.
percentage now?
Yes.
Okay.
25.
So you're like, where was that? Right? When you're hit on a phase spiders have fucking plagued this town for eons, and all they've accumulated is this small little pile of loot. These
Oh,
lands are poor
there's a
indeed.
lot more in the pile. This is just the loot from the phase spiders themselves.
Oh, man.
Not counting that one that we have to hunt down because it killed us with fireball. Yeah, which one cast the fireball? Is that the one that ran away?
Uh,
So,
yes. No. The
So
one that cast fireball was the one up to the north that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's the one that we killed. Okay. That one that ran away, like I have every intention of hunting it down.
okay.
we're gonna have to hunt it down.
So that flame strike left, we can really end it once we find it.
And
Well,
all
there's
you
no
like,
telling where that little crevice it snuck out of went. You know, I mean,
I think I got a push and a gaseous form in here somewhere. If someone wants to try and figure it out.
This is what you found.
Form of recycling.
ooh, ooh.
Anybody want this in
not
particular?
not in particular. I think this is just one of them things that we throw in the bag of stuff, and if the need arises to use it, we just fish it out and use it.
Yeah, we don't find
Uh,
ourselves on water too often, but I do feel like this would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be.
yeah,
We really need to just remember that
yeah,
we have it. It's cool.
yeah. I'm gonna list it in the bag of shit I got to deal with, and
Okay.
if anybody wants it at any time, they're more than
'Cause
welcome to use it.
So roll another d4. 2. And roll percentage. 10. Another interesting one.
It's right here next to the saw of felling. You know.
Yes, another item that's not needed very often.
Man, and I hate that we got fucking Yang Gang like that, man.
Mhm.
It
At least the
sometimes
cleric
happens.
lives.
Yeah, yes. Yes, thank God for that. You find one of these.
Wow. That's crazy.
That looks like some shit for Laura and her fucking one shot hat getting ass.
And
Okay, we'll put the
so,
cube of force in her pocket for when she wakes
30,
up.
yeah, 36 charges per day.
yeah.
Man. Okay.
That's, I mean, am I right? I mean, that's the shit we need Laura to have because she's like fragile.
I
It's her
guess so,
second time
yeah.
dying, right? She's died before?
I
Yeah, she
agree.
died once before.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
I
I
put the
like just
cube
like
of force.
Yeah, the
deep
first time
south
was from
magic.
acid spit by an onkeg.
Yeah.
And last one, roll a d4.
That is an epic cube.
Finally, a useful Rubik's Cube. 1, and roll percentage. 50. Yeah. I don't know. Alora might want these. Or Malachi. I don't know what his AC is.
Sorry, had to go to the bathroom.
No problem.
What is it?
It is.
You know?
Actually,
Wait.
before I do that. Oh, okay. Never mind. Bracers of armor.
Oh,
So if you want, go ahead and roll a d4, and we'll see what the AC of that is right now. So they're bracers of armor class 4. You could be naked as long as you're wearing these bracers, and you have AC 4.
Okay. Well, that's better than what we had.
More useful than a cock ring of invisibility.
Okay. That's a good item.
Then this pile here.
oh, listed gold, huh?
Yes, there is
Good.
1,500 gold pieces.
1,500.
And I'm doing the math as we're. And there is 6,000 silver pieces.
6,000 silver.
There are 3 gems worth 50 gold pieces each.
I got it.
There is a locked chest.
Is there?
Is there really?
So Malachi picks the lock.
No, Borman
Or
does.
Borman, sorry. And inside is a crossbow of accuracy plus 2. Take a look at this.
I'm thinking this is a Jackson.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Give me a useful ranged item.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's your weakest link right now. I mean, Malachi uses a crossbow because we just got a +1 crossbow. But I mean, he's to the point now where I mean, his magic missiles now do 3d6 plus 3, you know? So why would I mean, do they automatically hit? You know?
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, like, there'd be no reason
Yeah.
to use the crossbow
Yeah,
unless you're
I
out of
mean,
spell slots.
I used it in this instance here because, well, I'd kind of shot my wad. You know, we
Hey, man, like,
didn't
that's
have
like
our
once you've done everything else, then
yeah.
fine, I guess I'll use a crossbow.
Looking like
But
Ichabod Crane and shit.
There's the crossbow of accuracy plus 2. So long range modifiers don't apply, but it is a plus 2 to hit.
Nice.
That counteracts your bullshit dexterity.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Means I can hit at range,
There are
and then I get the +2.
there are 3 +2 crossbow bolts.
Put them with it.
Hold that thought. Gotta write things. Gotta type things in here. Gotta make space for it. +2. You said 3 crossbow bolts. 3 plus how much?
There are 3 crossbow bolts that are +2. So +2 to damage with each of those.
When you really need to put some pain on something.
Nice.
And there are 2 pieces of jewelry, necklaces that are worth 900 gold pieces each.
What's the range on a crossbow, by the way?
It is 5 to 80 is short, 81 to 160 is medium, and 161 to 240 is long. And it does have the reload, so you can only fire it once every 2 rounds. It is slow. What is the slow? And it is 2-handed. So you wouldn't be able to have another weapon in your hand, but slow.
This is a heavy crossbow?
Oh, slow means it's a -1 to your initiative.
Okay.
No, it's just a regular crossbow.
All
And
right.
that is all that is in there.
So we need to gather up our dead and return to town.
So, and they better give us free moving
Yeah.
forward.
Do you want to immediately return to town, or do you want to go down this western passage and clear it out?
I
I
mean,
guess
we
we'll have to.
we can get our people back alive and come back here and try to kill that last phase spider and clear that out when we have Peppermint and Alora back.
Jackson, I mean, Dentry is currently inconsolable with Peppermint's death. He's just a
That's
blubbering mess right
probably
now.
true.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's go resurrect some people.
And Malachi, knowing Alora's dead, he's not feeling very happy about that.
Yeah, but
There,
he
there,
saw
buddy.
it already happen once, and it worked out.
Yeah. But the necromancer side in him thinks it's hot that you come back from the dead. He's like, oh yeah. Good.
Jackson's over here banging on the wall like, "Get back here, you cowards! I'll kill you all! I'll
We'll
kill
finish
you
them off
all!"
soon enough. We got to go back for now. Let's cram their bodies into the bag of holding.
So it only
Why not?
takes you about a half a day to get back to the town of Alfenheim. And so, all right. So you're gonna stay here. Who are you rezzing first?
Laura, you've been friends longer.
Okay.
How dare you! My
I'm sorry.
peppermint! My peppermint!
All right. So there are some additional things about Ray's dead. Aside from the 2 weeks,
Get to the Constitution.
yes. Hold on here. Damage, healing, and death. So, you can only be raised a certain number of times. She's been raised once before. So, what is her constitution?
Well,
And so that means that she's been raised once before, so that is an 11. So roll percentage, you've got an 80% chance of it working. Well, yes, you are able to be raised, which means that her raise chance is now 10. Or her raise con is now 10, giving her, she has a 75% chance of being raised in the future.
Okay, but it goes down a point now, right?
Right. Well, it's your physical constitution doesn't have to go down a point. It's just for the purposes of raising. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Each time a character is brought back from the dead, their con score. Oh, that is true. So yes, it does go down.
Because I did make it go down one the first time.
Yeah, so it does go down one.
Okay.
All right,
and
so for day 2, what is Peppermint's constitution?
12.
So she has an 85% chance. She can roll 85 or less percentage. All right, so
nice.
her con goes down to 11, and she is raised, and you guys are here for the next 2 weeks and a day.
Do what you want.
Yeah, you guys can do some downtime activities. There is a blacksmith here. Right down here is a stable and blacksmith shop. They only have one horse.
Does the town have a dwarf in it?
It does not. It is a mix of humans and elves and half elves.
During this time. Oh, go ahead, Brian. What were you saying?
I would like to buy and or make some crossbow bolts, because right now I only have the 3 magic ones.
Okay, so let's see. You have a bower/fletcher.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a d6. You have a 2 and 6 chance. Hey, there you go. In the 2 weeks, you can roll. Go ahead and roll 2d20.
Can Borman help make crossbow bolts for him?
So you're able to make 21 crossbow bolts, and I will go ahead and roll another d6.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, trying to put the crossbow bolts in.
Can Borman help make those? He's also got Boyer Fletcher.
Yeah, you can. Well, Borman can make some as well. So they are just regular crossbow bolts. They are not magical. But Borman, you can roll a d6.
3.
Borman is not able to make any decent crossbow bolts.
Sorry.
Because these are secondary skulls, I'm only giving you a 2 and 6 chance. But the town of Alfenheim does have a village market that if you wanted to buy more crossbow bolts or I mean, they might even have, let's see. They do have some magical crossbow bolts. They have they have 1 + 2 crossbow bolt available, and they have a case of 20 regular crossbow bolts. Well, 19 regular crossbow bolts and 1 + 2 crossbow bolt, and those will cost 10 gold pieces. I'm sorry. There's 29 regular crossbow bolts and 1 + 2, and they will sell that to you at a discounted rate for 10 gold pieces. They're selling it to you as a discounted rate because you are trying to help them deal with the phase spiders.
Well, we wiped out most of them that we know of.
Yeah, true.
Which was the +2 bolt?
They're selling it to you with the case of 30.
Oh, okay.
There's 30
So
total,
10 gold,
but one
30
of them,
total?
yeah, 10 gold pieces, 30 crossbow bolts. One of those crossbow bolts is a +2.
Okay.
Is there any other downtime activities that you are doing?
Well, I'm, God, I'm
I
trying
know
to think if there's
Malachi's
real.
reading his book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what if I want to get that second, third level spell at magic user because that haste is fucking the shiznit, or do I want to push higher in get a second, fourth level necro spell?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the hardest to obtain though, because I'm going to become a level 8th necromancer
Okay.
with 150,000 experience points.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
And then we have a second level 8 character in the thing. The climb with a magic user, I mean, is still a slow class to try to develop. But I mean, it doubles every time that you fuck around, you know? And hell, you can get to level 4 or 5 kind of easy at the chunks of experience that we drop in, you know.
Oh, yes.
But that trying to go from fucking 80,000 to 150,000, that's a
chunk.
fucking yeah. So I'm making him he'll be an 8th level I mean necromancer.
Yeah, so your necromancer would jump to the bottom XP total for that level.
Yeah, 150,000.
Yeah. Any other downtime activity for this 2 weeks?
Think Borman is just gonna chill and keep a low key week. He might go out with Jackson to see if they can track that runaway spider during the 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jackson, you can go ahead and make a tracking check.
I think I made that because I'm level 7 now, so that's 80% chance.
Yeah. So, pull up this master map.
And I guess all of our hit points heal up over the 2 weeks.
Yes, you
I
guys.
imagine.
You would over 2 weeks. You would have plenty of time to heal up.
Good.
Do they have a potion maker in this town?
Let me take a look. So you guys are staying in the Lyrical Nutmeg Inn. 54. There is no alchemist in town.
What about any magical oddities or cool things for sale?
No.
This is
But
annoying. I have a thing that I can turn into a potion of fire breath, but I have yet to run into a place that has the person that can do it.
right, yes.
Need to hire alchemists back at our keep.
So over the course of the 2 weeks, Jackson and Borman are able to track that this spider has journeyed a long ways, and it has journeyed up to here.
Then that's the way I think we should go. Right? Shouldn't we go kill the motherfucking spider to...
So
get vengeance?
in the 2 weeks, so the town mayor, Thesion Elderfrond, who is a old wood elf, tells you, he says, "Oh, you don't want to go up there. That means that phase spider went to the Unseelie Court. Nothing good can come of going to the Unseelie Court."
What exactly is the Unseelie Court?
So, the elves of the Fey realm are ruled by 2 courts: the Seelie and the Unseelie Court, and the neither of those courts are good to deal with, but particularly the Unseelie Court is known for playing tricks and evil mischief on mortals.
Okay.
The Seelie Court is known for playing tricks and mischievous activities for the upon mortals too, but generally they're more of a benevolent kind, whereas the Unseelie Court, no good can come of that.
Are they comfortable with the face spider having gone there, or are they worried? Or is the town worried it'll come back?
They are worried that the phase spiders will come back, and so Thesion wants to particularly know that if you killed or destroyed any of their eggs.
We can go do that, but no, we didn't.
Because it will only be a matter of time before more are hatched, and then the problem will come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go back and clear out the male group, probably eggs in there.
Yeah, let's go back over there and just go.
So you want
Way back.
to? So yeah, I mean, he warns you about the Unseelie Court, but that is where you have tracked this phase spider to go. I mean, it's not hard to track them. There's webs attached to the trees, and
All right. Well, I mean, I guess it's all in what everybody thinks. We should at least go wipe out their eggs that were in their lair. I think if that one limped off way up to some crazy court that is, got some trickster god, I'm not necessarily sure I want to fuck around with that without talking to the wizard first,
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, the Fey realm is ruled by the Seelie and Unseelie courts, which would be the majority of that would be phase elves. And the thing with phase elves is that they are the original incarnation. They are the Eldar of the elves. And the thing about them is, and this is what makes the Seelie and Unseelie courts so nefarious and nebulous and dangerous, is that phase elves when you make a phase elf character, you are essentially making two characters because they can phase between them. The typical phase is one phase is fighter, one phase is magic user, and they can change that phase at will every morning. Now, the two phases can have completely different personalities, but they are aware of what the other one has done. They can also have completely different and opposing alignments. And so you never know how they're going to act. You might run into good phase elves that are a part of the Unseelie Court. And you might run into evil phase elves on any particular day that are a part of the Seelie Court. And to really, you can't really apply evil or good to the Seelie or Unseelie courts. They're both a clusterfuck. If you look up old Irish folklore and Scottish folklore and you search Google for the Seelie and Unseelie courts, neither one of them are anything that mortals should want to have anything to fucking do with. They are a pain in the ass and are just best left alone. One example of the least worrisome kind is the Clericon. It is a type of leprechaun that is known for two things. One, it'll sneak into your beer cellar and drink all your fucking booze. The second one is that it'll sneak into your beer cellar and protect all your booze from being drank by anybody else trying to break into your house. So, you know, I guess there's a you gotta pay the fucking toll depending on which mood it's in. Or like leprechauns. Oh well, you know, one of the nothing about the pot of gold bullshit, but leprechauns are known that they can craft magical shoes. But they're also going to play tricks on you. They can also turn invisible as long as nobody's looking at them. Which I think is fucking hilarious. We actually have a player in my home game playing a leprechaun bard. And he's like, okay, nobody look at me. I'm going to turn invisible. And everybody always just starts fucking laughing like, okay, are you invisible? We're not looking at you. So, yeah, I mean, essentially, you know, he tries to explain the Seelie and Unseelie courts to you, and it, from an alignment standpoint, you're not really seeing a whole lot of difference between the two of them. I mean, the Unseelie court definitely is more on the nefarious side of things, but that doesn't mean that the Seelie court is really all that great.
Because Tassadantulus isn't really in either of these courts, is he?
No.
He's got his own little pad up in this thing, right?
And they tell you that his pad, if you continue to follow the trail, it is somewhere up to the northeast, across the World River.
I think we ought to go and on our way up that way, stop back at the phase spider layer that we just at, and hit the final little branch.
This is also for Brian's benefit. So this is just a chunk of the Fey realm that was torn away, and nobody knows. I mean, there is some estimate that some theorize that all of the planes are of a circular or globe nature, but that's not necessarily true for all of them, because the Fey realm seems to be flat and go on infinitely, and the World River is known as this one major river that flows through the entirety of the plane. And it is the World River and its tributaries that supplies fresh water and life to this primeval forest of the Fey realm. The entire Fey realm is green and just overgrown with these primordial forests. They're huge, massive trees, which is what you're seeing here. And this big one major riverway is a part of that river that was just taken in part and parcel and and made into this demiplane. And it essentially just flows from the east to the west and continues and just recycles. So it just keeps going. But when you get to the
Cool.
when you get to the edges of this map, it just becomes misty and foggy, and you can never leave. You're just stuck here.
Understand. Well, I mean, that's what I think we should do, is take off down the fucking road.
All right.
Are you saying just say to hell with the phase spiders, or
Well, no, we should stop by their cave and make sure
Kill
there's
their
no
eggs.
egg. Yeah, kill the males, destroying the eggs that may have been there. The one that ran off to the court, I mean, it's off at the court, and they suggest we don't go there.
I mean they suggest. I mean he's a wood elf, and he's saying yeah. Even we don't like to deal with the Seelie and Unseelie courts. But I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's just my thought. Is we stop by and take out the males, and see if there's some eggs in there that we can destroy. And
Yeah, let's just destroy the eggs. That's like a good compliment.
yeah,
Going
and
crazy
that's on our
dealing with the
way.
fruit.
Okay. So you're going back to the spider lair.
Would I be able to get a companion along the way here? Or would it not be able to leave with me because it's stuck here?
It could leave with you. The portal is open. On here.
Jackson is loving this whole Faerome area.
How did I?
You had 2 weeks.
I mean, everything about this area is just amazing to Jackson.
I hope you get a giant frog.
So I could be like Naruto,
Yeah.
the sage.
All right. Let me. I wrote this class up, but you are a Volgespion Ranger.
Who has no pets. No animals like him yet. Because he sucks at charisma rolls.
Well, he does get a he gets an automatic +1, and so at 5th level, there are plenty around here. I will allow Jackson. So you get a +1. What is Jackson's charisma?
A 7.
So that is
Quite literally my lowest stat.
that is a raw roll. Roll 2d6. And actually, I'll give you a +1 to that because these are already tamed.
Oh, mouse. Mouse. Shit. My mouse just like lost its mind for a second. Sorry.
Woo!
Okay, so there were 2 warp beasts in the town, and they were already fairly tamed by the townspeople, and you have established a connection with one of them. Both wild and domestic animals may become companions. Giant or magical animals may be companions at the refuge. I would allow this. So yes. Okay, so you do gain a kitty cat companion.
What did you say kind of animal it was?
A warp beast. It
What was
is
that?
a displacer beast. So it's like a black panther with two tentacles that come off of its shoulder blades. And it always has displacement. And I will give you stats for that.
Really tempted to have Dentry give his displacer cloak over to Jackson just so they can both be permanently just have this displacement for both of them.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. His
If
pet
we
has displacement and he has displacement.
if we kill the other one that's in the town, you know, we could use its hide to maybe make another one. H
Whoa,
blink
6
dogs.
legs.
27 hit points ain't bad. 2 attacks.
Not at all.
Hold on. I need to look at one other thing.
Tackle 14 too? Heck yeah.
Before we settle on that, double check something.
Lots of movement. Got a
So
good
it
AC.
says limit. Vulture Ranger may have up to one animal companion per experience level. The total hit dice of companions may not exceed the character's experience. So this would, because it's a 6 asterisk, this would count as 7. Once a connection is successfully established, the animal companion follows the Vulture Ranger everywhere. It obeys basic commands from the Vulture Ranger and will fight to defend the Vulture Ranger, never checking morale. So, what level is Jackson?
Jackson is level 7.
So he also can see through the eyes of the animal companion wherever they may be on the same plane of existence. But this requires deep concentration, so essentially you cannot do anything else.
Okay.
And
I could scout with it. I would just need to like concentrate.
from 4th level, the Vulture Ranger can understand the speech of animals, and from 6th level, the Vulture Ranger can communicate empathically with animals within sight without the need for words. Communication with animals is always commensurate to their intelligence. I mean, essentially, a warp beast is like a big cat. It's a Fey realm cat. But they hate blink dogs. They are natural.
I saw
enemies.
that. I saw that. Always attack them and their companions.
Yes.
Fuck
So
them
if we run
blink
into a blink
dogs.
dog, it's going to be a fight.
We'll support that. You can just go random on the holy good glowing paladin of blinkiness. You know, we'll eradicate them fucking charitable fuckers. You know,
Wait, are blink dogs good?
kinda.
No.
No, they're neutral, but I mean, they could be a pet of someone good. You know,
Yeah, they could be.
Ah.
like a really good goody two shoes druid. You know that freely feeds thousands of people.
All right.
We'll kill him. We'll kill him for having a pet
Thank
blink
you.
dog. Fuck that dog.
Thank you for the awesome companion.
Yes. And
Yeah, you've got to name it.
actually, that's a good picture.
What are you going to name it?
Oh, good.
6 legs. Too bad you can't ride it.
Maybe if you were a halfling or a gnome.
I mean, its movement's the same as mine, but it's actually a little bit slower than me because of my boots. That's fine.
Well, the good y'all will get around the battlefield, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to get a little token.
Yeah, I'm giving you a token here.
What's ML?
Morale.
Oh.
So it has to roll that number on 2d6 or less.
What's TT?
Treasure type.
Oh. Ah, these are things that would normally come into play if we were fighting it.
Right. So there is your warp beast token.
It.
There you go. All right, you can move your exploration movement rate.
Am I looking at the wrong map? Are we still in town?
Oh, maybe I... Yes, I did not. There you go. So to show you your what a warp beast looks... Oh, there's Dutcher. Never mind. I already have him. So this is what a warp beast looks like.
Is I like it. It's massive. It takes up the whole map. It's the greatest creature ever. Oh, okay.
All right, so you can move your...
Do you want to delete one of the dentries?
Oh, how many dentries were there? Okay. There we go. So, you can move your exploration movement rate.
Can you give me control of the warp beast?
Oh, yes, I can. There you go.
Yeah.
I assume that Jackson's going to want to be invis. Dentry, are you invis?
No, I'm gonna do the whole. If somebody comes and attacks, at least they attack me.
Okay, and I assume Allura wants to be invis.
Still 2 dentries? Am I tripping?
Is it keep putting him back on here? And Allura probably wants to be flying. Yeah, why does it keep doing that? Dentry is deleted.
I got more Minecraft Halloween stuff. That's what I'm working on.
Oh, that's
Must
what
be
you've
an
been
evoker.
doing.
Yeah, that's about
I've
the
been
4th
wondering.
time I've made one.
What are you
I've been
making?
watching.
It's a Minecraft Halloween costume, so you get colored packing tape and these boxes and stuff. With the
Nice.
different colored pixels. It's an evoker this year, but yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Super cool.
All right, so you can all move your exploration movement rate for this first turn.
No, it's not bad. Okay.
It's kind of fun because anybody who encounters us will think that it's the warp beast by itself, and the two of us are just invisible next to it.
Yeah.
So it's the bigger of the two. Well, 60 feet. So yeah, bigger of the two numbers.
Okay. Will someone move Peppermint up? I have to go get another battery for my mouse. That's trouble. Look at that.
Okay. And you guys can move your.
Are there dead bodies still kind of down here in this little hallway?
Yes.
Like, about how many would you say?
I think there's at least two.
I need more than that. We'll keep going.
All right.
But
You
were there
can
a
move.
bunch of,
You can move your exploration movement rate again.
Almost there.
well, even with the spiders and all of that, would you say I had a good 7 or 8 bodies laying here in this hallway?
No, there would be because the rest of them were zombies. So there would be two phase spiders in this main central passage. The rest of the bodies would be down here. There's another 3 down here.
Well, even the zombie spotties would be bodies.
You're
There
not
would
gonna
be a
you can't
dead creature.
that you can't re-raise them.
Oh. Man, I'd really like to take these phase spiders in there with the 2 matriarchs that we killed, guys, and animate them up. You know? Make 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 some zombies. I mean, it doesn't last forever.
How many can you make?
I can okay. This will last 1 turn per level, so 8 turns at the range of 60 feet. They don't get any special abilities or other shit like that. A number of hit dice of zombies or skeletons equal to my level, so I can have up to 8 hit dice worth of fucking zombies or skeletons.
Okay, so you can
And the
raise.
skeletons will have an AC of 7, and their hit dice equal to those that the creature had in life.
So I
So
would say these are probably. Yeah, they could be zombies if you want them to be. I mean, it's up to you. Zombies or skeletons.
I think I want them to both be skeletons.
Okay.
And I will call them my Skelebros. And they'll. I think these little phase spiders, they were like what, 3 or 4 hit die?
They were 6 hit dice.
Okay, so I can raise 1.
Okay.
For 6 hit dice. My Skelebro. Skelebro! Rise as I cast my first official act as a necromancer.
I will give control of that to you. We'll throw him on the stack. All right. So, like I said, you can move your movement rate again.
Well, I'm just going to kind of 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I can get right up in there.
Okay.
You know?
And everybody else?
Malachi and Skelly, bro, the Skelly bro will stay back here. Skeleton spider. Guess it could be a zombie. Would probably be more in line with type of body I was using.
Jackson and his warp beast. Okay. On a second.
That's only a 3rd level spell. It's not bad. I think it really adds to the vibe of the party to have, you know, some undead walking with us.
Yes.
If I turn some like hostile undead, does that turn your guys too though?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Mine's temporarily undead. It's more like just a slightly animated corpse.
Mm.
He doesn't heal by conventional means though. See? Maybe it's a little female skelly bro, skelly sis, skelly brosis.
I don't know if you can tell a phase spider's skeleton's sex by looking at their pelvis.
Well, we'll definitely have to do a close pelvic inspection to see what is there. Science, of course.
Yes, all for science. Okay. So, da, da, da. There are 4.
Oh, they got little Black Widow looking asses. Have y'all ever had a pet Black Widow in a jar?
No. Absolutely fucking not.
What he
Oh,
said.
okay. I had
You
them
have?
make. Oh hell yeah, man! I found it underneath a picnic table and I put it in a big old mason jar with some sticks. The thing is, before you throw bugs in there, you need to fucking make sure that the motherfucker ain't up around the lid.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How do you ventilate the jar?
You poke little holes
Oh,
in it.
never mind.
Just take a knife and just lightly jab it or an ice pick, you know?
Well, like, because the Black Widow not like they're not
You
huge.
could also use fire. To ventilate
Yes,
the or a
yes, fire.
shotgun.
Fire is the right answer.
No, you just there's all kinds of bugs around in the yard. You go out in the yard and catch 5 or 6 bugs, throw them down in there,
So
and
coming
then
so
you know
coming into here, you see that of course, here, 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 there are large, sticky, web-covered egg sacs. They are large sacs. They're approximately 3 feet in diameter. They are secured to the floor by heavy webs and strands of webbing. And everybody can roll a d6. Every character can roll a d6.
Okay.
Well, I got the extremes of both ways.
Who got the 1?
Borman.
Um, always have a +1 on this one, so 16, 5.
So you didn't know. Mavis, Peppermint, and Alora didn't get it, and then Jackson and Dentry can roll.
Entry got a 2, Jackson got a 6.
So you didn't get it. So Borman, you can see these egg sacs from the inside. You can see something pressing against the walls of the egg sac. There's stuff moving around inside of them. And you see that over these egg sacs, there are a number of these cocooned corpses that are kind of hanging over. But unlike the zombies, these are all in a rotted state. They don't look like zombies. They look like they're pretty much already falling apart. And they're just kind of hanging over these egg sacs. And the whole place reeks. There is the stench of rotting flesh from the corpses. And everybody needs to make a saving throw versus poison. Well, it's a death saving throw, but it's saving throw versus poison.
Everybody, you said?
Yep. Wrong dice. It's a d20. There you go. So if you fail your roll, you are at a -1 penalty to attacks because of the stench. Trying to stop yourself from horking.
The Borman is at a -1.
Okay.
So this is poison, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's just to stop yourself from puking from the stench of the rotting corpses.
Okay, everybody on my team knows it.
Yeah, Malachi should be immune.
You would think, right? And next, everybody, including your companions, need to roll initiative. Wow, 661. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good too. So setting the scene before we break for this week. Over these egg sacs, each of these, you see that there is a phase spider matron. And these are blue and white phase spiders with a blue hourglass on their abdomen. And they appear to be much larger than the males. Did you roll for Skelebro, or does he always fail?
I think skeletons zombies always fail.
Let me see what it says.
But I need a place for Borman.
So he is Borman.
Not in the turn order.
There you go. Skeleton. Nope, skeletons get to roll for initiative. They're evidently faster than zombies are, but they don't have as much. They don't have as many hit points.
Okay, well. I got him in there now.
Okay. So yeah, over each of these egg sacs sits a matron much larger than the patriarch males that you fought before, and they are just so you know, the phase spider matrons are all 8th level clerics.
Oh gosh.
and they are clearly hissing and agitated that you have entered into their lair, and that is where we'll break. We'll pick this up next week. But before we break, we're going to give you guys some XP, which is a fucking shit ton.
And we're gonna start out with the horde of blasting. Is that what I heard?
Well, I was thinking.
Hell yeah! Cave this motherfucker in.
Yeah.
Each character gets 2,141 XP.
Cool.
Cool.
Wow.
That's a nice chunk. I don't know if anybody
Yes, it is.
did anybody level from that, or
I believe Peppermint will.
that is a good thing.
Yes.
She could use some more.
Definitely
She could
needed.
use some more hit points.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll make it. Cool.
Sweet.
Godly walk to level 9.
Oh, for your necromancer? Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. This is gonna take a long time.
Well, that's kind of the point. That's why you see some of these AD&D games. It's like, oh, we've been, first edition or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, we've been playing for 20 years. Same characters. Like, are you fucking for real? Like, well, yeah, because,
Yeah.
and their levels didn't always stop at 20 either. I mean, if you're playing Back Me, I mean, they could go way the fuck up there.
Yep. Well, cool. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Yeah, thanks so
See you
much.
next week.
I will see you guys
Okay.
next week, and I will see Cameron and Wes on Wednesday for Pirates of Dreadnought.
All right.
See you.
All right,
Good
have
night.
a good night, guys.
Good one.